2, 1, fight!
The Ragin Scottsman, I haven't really looked at it too much. I know it's got a flamethrower. Once again, the flamethrower is great for audience to be able to see it, the fire coming out, but it's not going to really do anything to the robots, especially with the titanium plow on my robot. So we'll see.
It's going to be hard to beat a plow, especially rotating plow that can pretty much get under us anywhere. Just try to get at him from the side. He doesn't have that much protection on the side. If we can get him from the side, we push him into walls, show dominance, use the flame a little bit. Maybe whack him with the arm a few times, show dominance, just keep running at him.
All right, so Steven, we're here for another heavyweight match. This time we've got Jim Smitowski coming in with Breaker Box, and this is a match that you probably have a lot of. You still probably got a lot of emotional.
Yeah, I think Jim got lucky. Obviously, we're talking about earlier. Jim forfeited for the first time. Anybody's done it in robot history.
Yeah.
Afraid to fight somebody, and it kind of worked to his advantage. He's fighting a high school team, which is a wedge thing, which he should do very well against. If he wins that match, he's fighting Great Pumpkin, which is another easy wedge thing. Yeah. So whether he wins either of those matches, he's got a pretty cushy thing, and his robot's going home in one piece.
Right.
So
right
now the robot gods are kind of shining on Jim Smitowski.
Absolutely. Ragin Scottsman is only working on one controller, whereas yesterday they were working on two controllers. Somebody for
Did something break?
The arm. Yeah, something. They removed something.
Oh, okay. So they're probably not running their flipping arm.
They're not running their flipping arm.
Yeah.
So they're only running with one driver, one controller, which is going to be slightly different than what we saw yesterday. They also just recently fought, so they didn't have a lot of time between matches to really check
they're back in
and
quick, pretty much minimum 30 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. It was interesting talking to them this morning, although they're a high school team that's half girls and half boys on the team, which I think is really great.
I think it's great. It's great to see girls on the team out there.
And more.
One of the driver that's not driving now because of the arm is the girl driver.
Morgan.
Morgan.
Yeah. It turns out her dad's an engineer, and that's how she got interested in robots.
Right.
This is stuff we love to hear in the sport. So,
yes.
Yeah.
More girls are always better.
Yes. Yeah. No matter what the thing. It's like more cheese on the hamburger and more girls, and you can't go wrong with.
That's right. So this is good. Breaker Box, it looks pretty. It's shiny.
This is good. It's a really we haven't seen it fight yet, but it's a very interesting robot. Yeah, it's very articulated. Jim's an excellent driver, and he loves to put on a good show.
He's been in the sport for a long time.
Yeah.
He's not only an excellent driver, he's an excellent engineer. A lot of the bots that he brings do fairly well, and like you've mentioned a number of times, Nightmare was a champion for a long time.
His engineering could use a little work.
All right.
He's been a teammate of mine in the past. I love the guy, but sometimes I had to rebuild one of his robots once, and it's like the robot version of hell. Why did you do this? Why did you? That sort of thing. I love the guys, but he has a great visual sense. His robots are always visually very, very interesting, and he loves that stuff. And the man is completely in love with the sport. I mean, he's as addicted to it as any of us are. So.
Yeah, Breaker Box and Ragin Scotsman in their starting boxes right now. Breaker Box just tested its front weapon, and that looks like it's got some load on it. So I'm going to be interested to see how that hits.
If you look at the front weapon, it kind of looks like the Budweiser logo, but it's not. It'd be nice for Jim if it was. That's
like
actually
an
a weapon.
Down
Those
bulldozer.
points, when he does it upside down, he'll beat on the robot. So that's why the points are on top of that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
So it's a wedge. It's a wedge in the front. Which will lift and can flip.
Yeah, because the wedge flips 360 degrees around the entire robot.
Okay. Fight is starting now.
Nice box run. Raging Scotsman's upside down and headed out of the arena.
Breaker Box. The edge of the arena.
Breaker Box appears to be stuck. That could be critical. That could be critical to be stuck this early in the match. We're like 25 seconds in.
Ragin Scottsman.
Okay.
Time for unskip. The Ragin Scottsman was trying to turn around to get back to the breaker box for a hit, but didn't seem to be able to get it together.
Couldn't do it because the breaker box was in a really vulnerable position. Now this is interesting. We're 25 seconds of the match. They only get one unstick. So if Jim gets stuck again, party's over. Which would be robot gods. That would be for him to lose in a particularly humiliating way
that would make you happy.
It would make me happy. I mean, I don't, it would entertain me. I don't know what happy is and stuff, but I want to see a good fight. That would make me happy.
Yeah. I look at these bots and it seems like everything is some kind of design choice.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Back again.
So here again, same story. Breaker box under Ragin Scottsman.
Breaker box is driving really well.
Scotsman's upside down into the wall.
It's a great thing that the Scotsman is designed to drive upside down because that at least allows it to get around.
To remain mobile. Although he
hasn't.
Has he used his fire in the last 2 matches? I don't remember seeing him use the fire.
I don't.
Okay. So now you're seeing.
Now we see the weapon hitting the Scotsman underside.
The hammering side of breaker box.
And flipping it on top into the wall. Driving it into the wall once again. Breaker box is just getting right underneath the Scotsman. It looks like the Scotsman is almost stuck.
Yeah, breaker box is clearly trying to get a long run and get enough momentum to flip him over.
Yep. Kind of makes me wonder if he's just trying to help out and flip him over back onto his right side.
I really doubt that. And you watch on the impact, you can see the little bright white sparks coming off of breaker box's titanium plow.
So that's a titanium plow.
Yeah, and titanium sparks white. The steel will spark sort of an orange.
Yeah.
Another nice hit by breaker box.
Something just looked like it came up a bit off
Yeah,
the
I think
Scotsman.
that's the lifter off the Scotsman.
Arm.
Yeah, they've just got that simple 2x2 tube.
And
so,
put the Scotsman into the wall.
Second unstick of the match.
That was some dancing, some fancy footwork by Breaker Box.
Breaker Box just got up on its plow and did this incredible spinning body thing. Very entertaining to watch.
Very entertaining. The crowd really enjoyed it.
A little premature on Jim's part. This match isn't over yet, and he's taken a little credit for one stick sticking the other robot. Tempting the robot gods. Tempting the robot gods. Not a good sport for that sort of behavior.
Now both of the contestants have had their one unstick.
Yeah, we've got 1 minute left in the match.
1 minute
Anybody
left.
Gets stuck, party's over. Doesn't matter who sticks you, whether you do it to yourself or the other guy does. So,
Breaker Box once again underneath the
Same
Scotsman.
story. Under the Scotsman trying to drive him out of the arena.
Scotsman is driving back. These are two
It's an interesting
very powerful
power against power now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Two very powerful bots. They're just pushing against each other. A little bit like deer with their horns locked.
Right.
Head to head.
Yeah,
It would potentially be a decent strategy by the Scotsman. Almost flipped over by Breaker Box.
Jim seems to have a rougher time with the Scotsman when he's flipped over.
The Scotsman is back right side up again, but the Breaker Box once again underneath his tires, into the wall.
I'm kind of disappointed there's no fire.
Get a good hit in. Nope, right underneath.
One final round to the arena wall.
End of the match. Once again, that up on the
Breaker
plow
Box does
spinning
its little
move.
signature dance at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice move.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, it's a very entertaining robot.
Entertaining.
Well done. Yeah.
I like to see both of these bots still driving at the end of the match.
Yeah.
There's, obviously
virtually no damage to either one. Here again, a wedge on wedge situation.
Wedge on wedge, virtually no damage. They're both still driving, which makes me, it just speaks to how well each of them are constructed.
Yeah.
Jim, you forfeited your match last night. You're coming in nice and clean today. How did you feel coming into the match? It was
good until I got stuck under the corner there a little bit. This arena border, I have to be very careful. The front edge of this thing can peel paint off the floor, so.
Yeah, the wedge is really, really low to the ground. You're also looking, it's a titanium wedge?
Yep, titanium wedge. It's beveled in the front, so it really is, there's not many things that could get under there.
You seem to get right underneath the Scotsman over and over again. Is that? Do you think that's really going to be helping you going forward as you move?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of other robots that can get under that plow. So as long as I keep it toward them, should be in good shape.
Anyone that you're looking forward to or not looking forward to fighting as you move forward today?
Not looking forward to last rights, but we'll see how things go. I'd meet him in the finals. I'd be glad to do that.
All right. Well, thank you very much and congratulations.
All right, thank you.
All right. So this puts you out of the finals. How do you feel about your fight against BreakerBox?
I knew it wasn't going to be easy because, I don't know, his robot was shinier. But, I don't know, we didn't really have a low enough wedge. I could see it coming. Our flamethrowers, our arm stopped working 2 fights ago, so.
Okay, I was wondering, the flamethrower, was that part of the second controller with the arm? So no more flamethrower today?
Yeah, actually the flamethrowers over, all our electronics are toasted over there right now. So that's why the flamethrower and the arm aren't working, because.
That would explain a lot. Was that damage from the fire in the fight yesterday?
Yeah, when we fought Sewer Snake, our flamethrower tilted in and just fried everything that was in that section.
That doesn't bode well for using those electronics any later. So, in terms of how you feel about the fight and getting underneath, his wedge was a lot lower. He got you up against the wall quite a bit. Do you have learn anything for next time?
Yeah, actually, well, the night before we got this done, we realized it wouldn't drive because we didn't get traction with this, so we made casters, but that put the wedge up about 1/8 of an inch. So I think we need little scrapers or something that actually get us under him. So just lower wedge is better.
Next time he won't be so shiny.
Yeah, you won't.
Okay, thank you very much.